how we just continue to build in more and more functionality into the platform and wear the cost of it ourselves. So unlimited versioning. We keep an unlimited version history. For file changes every day, we keep every single version. So we'll keep 365 versions a year. So if a customer wants to roll back and see their budget plans or their tax books as they looked on April 14, 2007, that's not a problem. They can roll straight back to that date and access the snapshot of their data as it appeared then. And then, whereas all the other competitive platforms only store 30 days worth of versions. Now, this is very important for businesses who are subject to regulatory compliance issues, like, for example, medical and healthcare businesses who are under requirements to keep, say, 7 years' worth of versions of their data. And then unlimited archiving is another technology point I'd highlight. With all the other online backup systems, if you delete a file from the PC being backed up, then they will delete that file from the cloud. Whereas with SOS, we don't really understand why you'd ever take that approach to product design, because more than 60% of recoveries are actually from accidental deletion. So we don't remove anything from the cloud unless you explicitly say that the content should be removed from the cloud, and we will then archive that content forever until you or the user instructs us to remove it from our cloud. So what that means is that the solution doubles as a full archiving solution. So it can be sold as a straight DR application, but also as an archiving solution. Got some more questions here. Kunli Adeg Boy asks, as resellers, is there a way we can evaluate all the features of SOS Backup? I downloaded SOS, but it doesn't seem to allow all the features. Kunli, I'd recommend you call in and talk to somebody and get some help with that. You should be able to evaluate all the features, not a problem. Daniel, I'm having trouble with pronunciation today. Ihon Beer asks, is this OS specific or doesn't it matter? Can you use this to back up Linux servers, for example? Yes, Daniel, you can. The software runs natively on all Windows environments. We've got solutions for Linux and other OS networks delivered through our Blue Sky support organization. So you should call in and ask about that if you've got questions about Linux support. Generally, though, our wheelhouse is really Windows-dominant environments. So what we if you had a purely Linux network, then we're probably not a good fit. Where we're a best fit is where it's a mainly Windows network and you've got some other technology in the mix as well. Some other questions. Russell Schuler asks, for the unlimited versioning, does 500 versions of the same file continue to eat away at the paid storage space? No, Russell, SOS provides that to you for free. So we eat the cost of that, which is, I think a very powerful add-in. And Manny Mendez asks, does it protect Exchange and SQL? So Manny, we've got what we call our complex environment support package, which is designed for providing remote backup for both Exchange and SQL. It's a fully managed service. So basically the idea is that you enroll a given Exchange server into our fully managed disaster recovery plan, and then we take over the management and monitoring of that server for you for a remote backup, and we provide that to you. I think the cost is $25 a month to manage it, to do complete disaster recovery management on a server. You would then bill that through to your customer, and we would never talk to your customer if you didn't want us to. So what most of our partners do is they'll sell that to their customers for $100 a month, and their cost from us is only $25 a month. So it's a very, very powerful solution there. That's our complex environment support solution if when you want to ask about that when you call in. Okay, so let's turn now and talk about the specifics of the SOS partnership model. So in terms of why you would partner with SOS, not only are we the technology leader, and I've got to move on, but we can talk about that all day, and we usually get a lot of questions about our technology in these sessions. But really our view on how to succeed on the online backup market is it's about a lot more than just the technology. It's about having everything in this partner solutions diagram addressed. So we provide to you the infrastructure you need, the product and software you need, the billing support and solutions and e-commerce solutions you need, marketing support, sales support, training, and technical support. And if you don't have any of these, if even one of these pieces is missing in your approach to getting into the online backup market, then it's going to significantly diminish your probability of success. But SOS has got an offering for you in each of these categories, which really ensures that you can enter the market quickly and following best practices, which we've accumulated over nearly 10 years, and with working with thousands of people like yourself to get into the market and build a high-margin recurring revenue business revenue stream from online backup services and sales. So turning to the statement I made right at the beginning of the webinar when I said that we really focus on providing a platform as a service. We build out this cloud storage platform where everything we do is completely rebrandable and completely customizable for you. So we really provide you with a toolkit of technology and sales and marketing and support solutions that enable you to get into the online backup market. So everything you see in our software is rebrandable and customizable. Same with the shopping cart and the e-commerce systems on the web and the websites and the My Account portal, all the way down to the iPhone application. We can put you in the online backup business and actually give you a fully rebranded iPhone application, which is, again, sets us apart in the field. There's nobody else who can do that. And then turning to this diagram in full. So infrastructure, 10 data centers around the world, largest data center footprint of any of our competitors. Product and software, multi-award winning technology, iPhone, BlackBerry, PC, Windows Server, billing solutions. We can host a shopping cart for you if you're not set up to do e-commerce and you can't receive credit cards, or you can bill your customers yourself directly, and then we can bill you, or there's an API that you can integrate with. Just another example of how we've got a lot of flexibility and options for you in every element of the business. Our marketing support for partners is really fantastic. We're just in the process of launching right now what we call our Partner Resource Center, which is a full solution of marketing resources for partners. So email templates, proposal templates, disaster recovery plan templates. The entire idea is for us to be able to help you run your own online backup marketing campaigns to all of your customers, and we'll work with you to do that. We've got a dedicated account management team whose job it is to work with you for your life of your partnership with us. So you'll deal with our sales organization as you become a partner. You'll then go through what we call our partner delivery phase, when you'll work with, we've got a team of 10 people whose full-time jobs it is to get you into the market rapidly with a customized solution. And then you've got account management support for life to continue to provide you with marketing support. Similarly with sales support, we've got a sales organization that's set up so that our salespeople will actually work for you and talk to your customers with you and for you. So you're free to bring our salespeople into your customer calls to help you close those big opportunities, or just to act as product experts if that's what you need. And we've found that has really provided tremendous success for partners to accelerate their entry into this market. Very comprehensive training program. We've got 3 different types of training that we offer to partners on an ongoing basis, and then 24/7 technical support available to you and to your customers rather, on if you want us to deal with your customers. Again, we would never deal with your customers as SOS. We'd always deal with them in your name and under your brand. So who partners with SOS successfully? This is a question we get a lot, and really it's a very wide variety of companies that partner with SOS. Typically it's VARs, MSPs, computer repair businesses, data recovery specialists, ISPs, software companies. But really anybody who's selling into any of these markets on this slide are well positioned to enter the online backup market. So obviously people who are in the business of selling disaster recovery and archiving solutions, this is right in their wheelhouse. But also other big market opportunities we see among our sales are protection for laptop fleets. So laptops are so often outside of the existing corporate backup regimes. There's a huge untapped opportunity to sell online backup for laptop fleets. Same with branch offices. Obviously core server backup, so email server backup, app server backup, database server backup. And then also remote data access has become quite a hot little part of the market, as I was talking about earlier. And then in terms of some vertical markets, there's a lot of regulation, both federal and state, about data protection and data security, and the regulation's getting more and more odious and complex every year. The net of it is that there are certain businesses that are actually required to use online backup. So medical and any business subject to HIPAA, Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, pretty much compelled to use an online backup solution to protect it and archive their data. Similarly with financial services and accounting businesses that are subject to Sarbanes-Oxley. In the legal industry, there's a lot of state bars that have passed formal recommendations that all law firms use online backup. And then in government and education, these have been very rich markets for online backup services for a long time. So I'll skip these examples just in the interest of time. I want to go through to this. This slide here is probably the most important slide in the presentation. And what this is an example of what we call an ROI model that we will develop with you. So if there's one thing I can recommend you do, it's call in and ask about getting an ROI model built for you. And what that process entails is our team will ask you a few questions about your business, and then taking patterns of success among partners, among our existing partner base, they can give you a pretty good sense of what type of revenue you can expect to drive among your customers. So this is a real-life example of a partner who's done very well. The net position for this particular business, and I mean, just to give you a sense of this business, this is a relatively small MSP with a few employees and about 100 customers. They've built a part of their business with online backup revenue of $70,000 a year as total run rate of revenue that they're driving from online backup now, and of that, $58,000 of that is profit margin for them. So they're making an 82% gross margin on what they're selling, which is phenomenal. They've got monthly revenue of $6,000 coming into their business from online backup, and their cost on that's only $1,000 a month. And I want to draw success also to the way they've productized and packaged up online backup. One of the biggest misconceptions that partners have when going in the online backup business is that they should price it to their customers on a per gigabyte basis. And that's actually probably the worst approach to selling online backup out there. The problem with selling online backup to your customers on a per gig basis is that they'll then focus on the price per gig instead of looking at the total solution and all the business benefits that they can drive from online backup. If they focus on just the cost per gig and then they go to a store and pick up a USB flash memory key and see such a difference in price of, well, why is a gig here and a flash key $2 per gig, but over here online backup's going to cost me $2 per gig per month. That's exactly the type of conversation you want to avoid with your customers. Where we've seen partners be extremely successful is to offer a flat fee to manage the backup requirements of an entire business. So to say to in this example, for his larger customers, he skewed up a $750 a month service and a $500 a month service, and the basic business pitch is, for a small business of up to 25 PCs, we will manage all of the backup requirements of that location. We'll provide you with on-site backup, and we'll provide you with fully off-site backup, unlimited versioning, unlimited archiving, fully managed, with a disaster recovery plan that we designed for you, with customized reporting and customized monitoring. That then becomes the pitch, and the decision the small business then got to make is, right, should I adopt a total outsourcing of my backup and disaster recovery needs? Is it going to be more cost effective for me to move this entire thing out to my managed service provider? And the answer is usually yes. In that model then, the margin becomes extremely rich for you as a reseller, because internally then you can allocate the amount of storage that you need to allocate to support that business. It'll usually be in the 50 to 250 gigabyte range for your average small business. It does vary very, very significantly, but we see an average in that 50 to 250 range. That's where most customers fall in that band. And your cost on that, I mean, for this particular part, the cost for the storage is only running at, in that case, in the $100 per month on a cost basis, but he's selling it for $500 per month. So he's making $400 per month margin. And this is an example of a particularly successful partner, but nearly all of our resellers actually enjoy more than 50% gross margin on the products they sell, powered by our technology. So number one takeaway from the webinar is call in and have your partner specialist build you an ROI model based upon the dynamics of your particular business. And if nothing else, that's just going to put you in a far better position to evaluate this as an opportunity for your company. All right, so on screen just a few more examples of marketing materials and rebranded materials that we can provide to you. Really anything you see that SOS has got, we can rebrand. So to the point where we've actually got a new program launching where we can actually run marketing events for you in your name. So if you can get more than 10 of your customers to attend a webinar, one of our account managers will actually run that webinar for you. So that allows you to rapidly get into the market as soon as you've got your product